Hello everyone, who joined us to watch our short video on calculating the power of the number 81, the difference between two powers. So, let's look at the conditions. We have 81 fifths minus 81 to calculate. The powers are small, but the base is large, so the calculation will be quite average. You are already used to the fact that we start by calculating the power of the first number, then the second, then we find the difference and vice versa, using some formulas. In this case, we use the formula that the fifth power is equal to 4 plus the first power and minus 814. Someone can use a different formula, a different method, please. So, then I do the calculations, transform the first term, the second. Everything is clear, everything is obvious. 81 was taken out. In brackets there will be 81 mini 814 will be multiplied by 80. This is the number we will calculate. So, like this, 81 yesterday. Is it worth transforming 81 as 9 to the square power? No, I don't think so, because 9 to the power of 9 is not as familiar as 2's or 3's. So we'll use simple multiplication. And in this case it will be like this. So, we represent the fourth power in this way. Here we multiply by 80. So, and let's move on. Then there's nothing special, like 81 is squared. Here somewhere in the fields 81 is equal to the square of 80 plus 1 to the power of 2. The double product of 80 by units is 160 plus 1. And we get the number 65601. Let's check. Yes, 65 is here, and here is 61. And let's square this number too. 6561. So, first we simply write down the number 651 itself. We square it and multiply by 80. There is a gradual increase in the number of the result in the previous action. So, that's it. 6561 is nothing special again, like 6.500 plus 61, and we square the binomial and multiply by 80. And here we get the following story. First, we gradually write out the square of the binomial 65 with two zeros in the square plus the double product of 65 by 61 and plus 61 to the power of 2. Like this. Well, 65 to the power of 2. How do we square a number ending in 5? We will write 4 zeros, of course, nothing special here. This is a number ending in 25. And the 6, this 6 when raising the square, such a rule, we multiply by 7 by the next number. This is the result of a number. So, we write 425, this is 65 to the power of 2, and we write 4. So, here we have 2 by 65, this is 130. And we multiply by 61. And plus 61 to the power of 2 will have to be raised. Although many people know, those who calculate a lot, know this number by heart. And we, of course, will calculate it somewhere on let's multiply 130 by 61. It's not difficult. So, we will do it like this. We will take for ourselves a field 130 by 61. 130 at 60 plus 1. It will be easier this way. So, 60 by 130 is 78 and 2 and plus so 130. By the way, I should check, because I'm not a calculator. So, I have some. Yes, everything is correct. Here we did not write 130 and 2 zeros, we have 65. And we should also have 2 zeros written here. See, how 2 zeros are here. Therefore, we get the number 793 and 3 zeros as a result. And this number will be added to the number. Nothing can be done. 38793. Here we multiplied the double product of the first number 65 6.500 by 61 and by 2. This is the number we got. Here I come back again. 3 zeros, right? Well, how do we square 61? Yes, very simple, exactly the same, but we will not square it, but 61 plus 1. This is faster. Why? Firstly, it is easier to handle 1 and very simple. No need to double. That is, there is a trinomial. Here there will be a binomial. Let's have 6 and 36 and a 0, right? And plus 61. Here 60 to the power of 2 3.600, and 3061 to the power of 2 3721. And we add it to our result. 3721. 3721. Well, there is nothing to do here. Here we just need to critically carefully demolish all the terms one by one. So this is the number we get. And we have to check it, because when there is a chain of calculations, it is not so simple. So, 721. Well, of course, I messed up somewhere here. Well, of course, 43. Look, 2, 7 will be 9 and the carry over to 1 will be 10. And 43, of course. How did I do it? 430, 467, 21, 430, 467, 21. So we multiply by 80. Well, here, as they say, just be careful, because multiplying by 8 is not very easy, not so, as they say, downright elementary. Well, just be careful. So, 8 and 6. I don't like multiplying by 8 and I'm afraid to multiply by 9, because this is a very large number considered during multiplication. So, 7 8, 5 6, 5 7, 6 8, 5 3 5 4, 8 3 2 3 7. So, here we write 37 and here we need 43. 324 and 4z8 3244. This is the number we got, which we will now carefully rewrite. This is a tedious multiplication. A tedious multiplication. So, then, we rewrite it carefully. This will turn out to be, then, 3 billion, excuse me, 443,737. Wait, 1,443,000,000. Here is 737,680. This is our answer. And we must enter it at the top. So that we can fit 3 billion. As much as 3,443,003,737,680 is such a hefty number. This is subtracting two different powers by 1, differing, but the number is large, the base is 81. It would seem, 815 to 81. Do you know what kind of answers there are? 81 is equal to, well, you see what kind of 81 we got. So these are the little calculations that sometimes turn out to be not even simple, but rather, well, complicated. That's it, and thank you very much for watching. I think you didn't suffer too much and, as they say, trained yourself a little. You can calculate it yourself, because this is very interesting material. That's it. If anyone doesn't like this material, well, write in the comments or something. These are real problems, the most real problems, and we are repeating them. That's it. Thank you for watching. All the best. Goodbye.